What's up, guys? We're live. I think I'm gonna turn my self-rotating thing off because it's getting on my nerves. Appreciate you guys joining me for the protein bar review. I've done one of those probably like 6 months to a year ago. I feel like I'm doing another one. It's always a fun thing to do. In the meantime, get some sponsorships out of the way. If you're looking for a stim pre-workout that has everything included, which is citrulline, creatine, caffeine, all in one formula, click on the link below and get yourself the Gorilla Mind. It's on a flash sale. It's definitely the best all-around complete pre-workout that I use. If I work out later in the day and I don't want anything that stimulates me, that has no caffeine, it just gives you a great pump, then I get the pump sauce, which is just liquid glycerol and citrulline. So if you want to get the pump but you don't need the jitters, then get the pump sauce. Either one of those will be good. Good to have both so you can get the caffeine effect if you want to, and if you don't need it, just get the pump sauce to get the pump. I'll wait for a few more people. I got about 10 protein bars here in front of me. I'm trying to get the best view here possible. We're gonna open those up, taste them, go over the macros, and these are, like I said, I consider a protein bar that has at least 20 grams of protein around there. Otherwise, I really wouldn't consider it a protein bar that builds muscle. So we're not reviewing anything that's below 20 grams of protein. And we're also not really going very specific to hard to get protein bars. We're trying to work on some that are readily available at most convenience store, grocery stores, possibly GNC or Vitamin Shop, but we're trying to make it to where it's easily accessible stuff you guys can get on an everyday basis. So hopefully you guys enjoy, get value out of this. I don't know if, while I'm reviewing it, can do a bunch of comments, so we'll see. But yeah, let's get started here. I got 10 of them. Some of them I know, they haven't changed. Some of them I don't know. So I'm gonna start off with this Gatorade bar, which is quite large. And it's also one of the more higher calorie ones. It only has 20 grams of protein, but it's got 340 calories. Now it is a little bit larger in size, but it's got 41 grams of carbs and it's got 10 grams of fat. So usually from a nutritional macro kind of standpoint, it's probably not one of my favorites just from that alone, but let's see what it tastes like. Obviously, I'm not going to eat the whole thing, so I'm going to cut a piece off. It's kind of how it looks. A decent coating of chocolate. I mean, it doesn't really have much flavor, to be honest. It kind of tastes bland. I definitely wouldn't go for this because it's not worth the calories. It's not worth the taste. And you're not even getting extra protein out of this for the size and all the values it has. So the Gatorade bar is a no-go. Definitely wouldn't buy this. Now let's go to the One Bar, very popular. Usually has very good macros, the One Bar. Only 230 calories. This one has 18 grams of protein, so it's pretty close to my minimum requirements. Still not bad. So this is Hershey's Cookies and Cream. So let's see what that tastes like. I mean, looks okay. It's not bad. Kind of artificial tasting. Definitely not exciting. And given the fact that it doesn't really have at least 20 grams of protein, it's also one I probably wouldn't recommend. Definitely better than Gatorade bar from the macros, but taste-wise, there might be other flavors which are better. I have a tons of flavors, but also there's just too many better bars to even consider that. So I'm gonna put this on the left side for a no-go for now. Now let's go to one of the similar, very popular bars, the Quest bar. These are usually available everywhere, Walmart or whatever. You can pretty much find them anywhere. They have probably one of the best macro bars possible. This one has 21 grams of protein, but only 190 calories. So it's pretty low in calories, even though it has 22 grams of carbs, so it's about 80 calories of carbs, 160. Yeah, it's a pretty balanced bar, but decent macros. Now, just see what it tastes like, because if it tastes like shit, then, you know, there's better things to eat. I already don't like the way this looks. This has no chocolate coating. This looks really just like a piece of chalk from the looks. Oh, this is absolutely terrible. I mean, this is the worst so far. I mean, this really tastes terrible. I wouldn't eat this for anything. I gotta get some water on this. Yeah, this is terrible, guys. I mean, really bad. The Quest bar, the worst so far. Forget it. I mean, I know it has good macros, but I'd rather have a protein shake. I wouldn't eat this or buy this. Now let's go to the Think bar. I don't think I've tried these before. These have been pretty popular too. It has 230 calories, 20 grams of protein, pretty low in fat and carbs, so on a macro, it's not bad. This is supposed to be chocolate fudge. Let's see what it looks like. That's what the bar looks like. Pretty decent coating so far. Let's see. Well, it's pretty soft to cut into, and it looks like, you know, chocolate. Oh. This one doesn't taste bad. I mean, surprisingly, it's not terrible. By the way, these are all between $2 and $4. But this one is not terrible. I mean, I don't know about the other flavors, but really from my taste and from the values, the Think bar, it's not terrible. I would buy this. I would eat this if there was nothing else around. So far, it's one of the better tasting ones. I'm gonna leave this on the right side. Another popular one that's available everywhere is the Pure Protein bar. Only 180 calories, 21 grams of protein, 17 grams of carbs, and 4.5 grams of fat. This is by far the best macro bar so far. It's only 50 grams though, so it's also smaller in size, obviously, so it's not very filling. But as far as the protein you get for the calories, it's not terrible. I mean, you can see smaller bar. Flavor was this chocolate deluxe. It looks similar to the other one, similar to the Think bar. I mean, it really tastes like nothing. I mean, it doesn't even taste like chocolate. I have like no flavor whatsoever. So it's kind of like eating air. So, nope, not good at all. Terrible. I wouldn't even eat this, keep this. I'm just going to throw this away. I'm not really a food waster, but it's not even worth the calories. I mean, bad. I'm going to save some of these really good ones for later. We're going to try something different. This is from Legendary, and it's sort of a cinnamon swirl thing. It's really not a protein bar, but it has 20 grams of protein and only 200 calories. And it's sort of something different. I think I've tested something out on this previously on another live. It's just kind of like, you know, you get tired of just the a protein bar, you can try something like this. Probably could even heat it up in a microwave, I would think, to make it more taste like a warm, you know, cinnamon roll. And this is actually not bad. This has zero total sugars, except for some artificial sweetener in form of erythritol, which is artificial sweetener. 20 grams of protein. I mean, this tastes pretty good. It's pretty filling. It's got 9 grams of fiber. So most of the time, protein bars don't have that much fiber, and that's why you're kind of hungry after you eat one. But this is a pretty good alternative. Not only is it kind of filling, it actually tastes pretty good. It's kind of flaky. So I'm not mad at it at all. This is actually pretty good. I would definitely recommend this Legendary over most protein bars. I mean, obviously you can heat it up on the go, but you don't really have to. You can eat this on the go. If you're at home, you can probably pop it in a microwave or maybe even in some kind of small toaster. But I can see that heated up, this tastes even better. So this one is a really good alternative to the regular protein bar, which most likely not going to find these unless you go to like a GNC or a vitamin shop. But this one is actually very good. I really like this one. So far, this is my favorite over the protein bars. And I've seen somebody else in the comments earlier, so of course we're going to review one of my favorite ones, which is the barbells. I like those a lot. They have tons of different flavors. They have excellent macros. 20 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbs, 7 grams of fat, zero sugar alcohol, only 1 gram of sugar. This has some fiber, only 200 calories for this bar. So, and this is a new flavor I haven't tried yet. So let's see what this tastes like. Chocolate dough. Yeah, these I really like for the macros and for the taste. They're a little more textured, kind of like a candy bar, so you can see the flakes. So I haven't tried this flavor, but I tried some of the other ones, especially the salted caramel one. You can see chocolate fudge in there, so it looks good. And kind of like what you expect from a barbell. I mean, I'm not in love with it, but it's expected. It tastes good. Obviously, it's not a candy bar, but it's got really great macros for the calories, only 200 calories. So overall, this is definitely a good choice if you're looking for a decent amount of protein, still tastes good, low calories. So this is actually something you can use on a cut, or if you're watching your calories and your protein, because it has really good macros. But like I say, compared to this, pretty much for the same amount of calories, it's probably more filling and better tasting. So I'm gonna probably get a case of these. I really like that. Especially I could heat it up. It's not bad at all. I like that it has 5 grams of carbs, and I like that it has fiber, so it keeps you full. So this is actually excellent. I really like this one. So yeah, so the barbell, tons of different flavors. Check it out. It's usually available in most places. Trader Joe's has them. Most grocery stores have them. Obviously, the vitamin store has them. I'm not really in love with this flavor over some of the other ones. They have better ones, like the cookies and cream, the salted caramel. But as far as, like I said, the macros, even better than the stink bar as far as the macros are concerned, because this has 230 calories for the same amount of protein. So, but I like this flavor better. But like I said, there's other flavors of this barbell one, which is better. So either way, it's a decent option. Now let's go to the Builder's Bar, also another really popular bar, the Builder's Bar. This one I eat quite often because it's a larger bar, it's 68 grams. It's got 280 calories, so it's got more calories, but it's also larger in size. And it has 20 grams of protein. So it's a little bit higher in calories than some of these other options here, but it's also larger, and usually the flavors on these are pretty good. This is a mint chocolate or something. Yeah. can see consistency of it. It's pretty good coating. And it's crispy. You can taste all the ingredients. It's more filling, it's more dense, but yet still airy. I like this one a lot. It's a lot higher quality to me. And from the flavor profile, it's really good. Because that is a larger bar. And yeah, definitely gonna go in my top pick of these. So far, I still think this is my favorite just because it's different. It has the best macros for the most amount of food. 63 grams, 20 grams of protein, 200 calories. Really can't beat that. Other than that, like I think taste-wise, the Builder's Bar is really good. Now we have, I'm a little bit biased because I used to eat these, the Honor Bar. Now this is really one of the best tasting protein bars on the market. Like, it really tastes more like a candy bar, yet still has 280 calories and 20 grams of protein. There's no artificial stuff in there at all. It does have some sugars in it, which make up some of the calories of carbohydrates, but like I said, we only care about the overall calories. So still 20 grams of protein, still under 300 calories. But some of these other flavors are just fire. They're white chocolate, they're I think chocolate wasted flavor, really one of the best flavors ever. And their bars are super thick. So this is what is this? Death by peanut butter. So you can see the bar even looks like it. It's got candy all in it, all around it. It's what a peanut butter bar should look like, with M&Ms or whatever those are. Yeah, this tastes more like a candy bar, to be honest. This has real pieces in there, real peanut butter, and kind of like Reese's pieces in there. This tastes super sweet, but not too sweet. Tastes just like a candy bar, but it's a protein bar. And yeah, it's a little bit more on the high side on calories compared to like the barbell is only 200 calories, almost 300 calories on this. 55 grams, 68 grams, so it's got a lot more weight to it. But you got to look at that as well, not just, because eating more, it has more calories. So, but either way, check the Enna bars out. They got tons of flavors. You can get them on Amazon. They are more popular available at other nutrition stores. But definitely one of the better tasting bars out there, for sure. So this one's great. And our last one, I really wanted to toast this. And I think I remember there's another one by Legendary. This is sort of a Pop-Tart. So again, not the traditional kind of protein bar stuff, but this one is even better. 20 grams of protein, only 180 calories. 1 gram of sugar, 9 grams of fat. And this probably tastes even better if you put it in a toaster. Now let's see what this looks like. And this looks kind of half and half. Not really sure why it has that half coating. This looks like some kind of defect. But see what it looks like inside. So it's got some type of jelly inside or whatever. It probably should be toasted. I mean, it definitely probably tastes better toasted, but it has sort of that Pop-Tart kind of texture and it's got jelly inside. Well, I gotta say, it's sweet, but I'm impressed with this product by Legendary. I mean, they really make more dense food with better macros, decent flavors. This is blueberry. And I know if I put this in my toaster, it comes out pretty good. So I gotta say, I'm really impressed. So I'm going to lean towards these alternatives because they just have better macros. 200 calories, more food, more fiber. So if I had access to these, I actually like the cinnamon roll a bit better even than the Pop Tart, even though I haven't tried it in a toaster. But if I had access to these, I would definitely go with those for the macros. If not, for the flavor by itself, it would be the Anna bar. For the macros, overall, it would be the barbell. But like I said, this one, you can't beat it. 200 calories, 20 grams of protein. Pretty good. All right, let me know, guys, what you think in the comments. What what kind of bars you want me to test out next, or any kind of ideas you have on some bars that you have tried that maybe I should showcase next time, or you have some input on this. Definitely would like to put it, see in the comment. Like I said, I'll try to focus on bars that are easily available. I know there's a bunch of bars out there on from the manufacturers directly, which you can order in boxes, which have decent values. But I'm trying to make a video about the bars that are like I said, usually around for people to get. So this is it. Some good, some bad. So definitely don't get the pure protein bar. One of the worst tasting bars. Tastes like nothing. The Quest bar even worse. Tastes like shit. One bar also completely useless. No flavor. Decent macros, but and the worst of all, a complete waste of calories. The Gatorade bar. Terrible. Huge bar. Too many calories. Not enough protein. Terrible taste. Tastes like nothing. So there you have it, guys. Now, guys want to ask some questions? We can go for a little while longer. I'm pretty much done with the review. I am 52. My stack is creatine and pump sauce. I guess you guys must all be young. We don't really go in this kind of age. You go for maintenance and safety. So I'm not into PRs anymore. I probably don't bench more than like by now maybe around 350. Usually stick around 315 for reps because I don't like to really injure myself. I used to do like 4 plates on each side, like 4 or 5, but not anymore. I just don't have to. I can do with slower motion and more squeeze and stretch in order to get the muscle engagement, so I don't need to go crazy with the numbers. I'm still heavy, but not to the level I used to. So I might have to take another bite of this Honor bar. I'm gonna heat this up in the fridge later. I mean, in the microwave later. I'm gonna try to toast this Pop Tart thing. Cause I say I really like those. It's too bad I'm not really somebody who wastes food, but these other bars are certainly not worth saving. So I'm not even saving those. Other than the Builder bar, this is the only one I'm saving. So yeah, guys, there you have it. Another protein bar review. Oh my God, always these stupid questions. No, actually, I don't. I am on TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy, due to my age, at a very small dosage, like 150, 200 milligrams a week, just due to the age where your testosterone level drops, which still gives me really good benefit of needing to maintain the muscle that I have. But no, I'm not on any other, steroids. I just answered your question, and if you keep up with the trolling, then I might have to mute you. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this cinnamon roll thing. I can't stop talking about it. I can't believe the macros this legendary has, like 200 calories. I had to double check the serving size, but it's one serving. It's amazing. And it's flaky too. Look at this. It's like almost like a real, I mean, even has icing. Well, kind of my meal now because I'm eating all this stuff combined, so I'm definitely not eating anything else. But this thing is pretty good. Well, I don't really get offended by people saying stupid shit on lives, but the thing is, why don't you look good before you just blame it on somebody's substance instead of hard work? Even performing enhancing drugs by themselves don't make you look good. You have to still go to the gym and perform and be consistent, and especially to get lean. So before you judge others, just look in the mirror. And if you're giving it your all in the gym and you don't get anywhere, whatever, then you can talk about it. But other than that, show some respect. Thank you. Other than that, guys, get yourself some pump sauce. I'm telling you, this has been a game changer for me. I don't sleep well if I like to work out late because I like to have a few meals in me before I hit the gym. And the Gorilla Mind pre-workout is great. I mean, super pumped, super focused, all-around workout formula. Like I said, it has creatine, has everything. If you take this, you don't need to take anything. You need to buy creatine because it has it in it. But it does have about 200 milligrams of caffeine or more per scoop. You should take 2 scoops. So if you take this stuff 5, 6 o'clock, or 7 o'clock when I used to like to work out, then it's difficult to go to sleep with. So this one, it doesn't obviously give me the hype as far as the energy is concerned from the caffeine, but from a pump like muscle flow perspective, it's pure glycerin, so it's actually almost even a little bit stronger than this from the muscle effect. You just don't have the jitter energy effect. So I take this when I work out later in the day, which is usually all the time for me because I like to work out later in the day. So pump sauce, there are probably different ones out there, but I like this flavor and I like this product. It's not very expensive, anywhere from 25 to 30 bucks or less. Lasts for whole months, depending on how many scoops you lose. It's like 32 servings, but it's a great product. Really gives you extra pump in the muscle due to the glycerol and the citrulline, which are the two pump ingredients. So it's a great product in liquid form. You just take 1 or 2 cups before you work out, like 15, 20 minutes before. And yeah, originally I am from Germany, and now I live in Boston. Yeah, this thing is good. Kind of addictive, actually. I like this one. Oh, German and Danish. Good combination. This is my garbage pile over here. This is the garbage pile of shit bars. This one I'm definitely going to try to eat tomorrow. I'm going to heat it up in the toaster. I'm going to put it in the fridge. But this one I'm going to stock up on. I'm going to get myself a couple of cases of this because this is an excellent choice as a substitute for a meal in between stuff, whether you heat it up or not. It's got 9 grams of fiber. That alone keeps you full. And it's a lot to eat. It's filling. And it's got excellent macros. I mean, you can eat 5 of these and have 100 grams of protein, which is half my daily needs, for just 1,000 calories. Like, I'm impressed. My absolute new favorite now compared to, just a standard protein bar. So, pretty good. I usually lift 5 to 6 days a week. I don't do any of this push pull bro split crap. I like to work out one muscle group a day. So I usually do legs, chest, shoulders, back, arms. And sometimes I throw in a little arms with some other workouts. Sometimes I combine one, but for the most part, I like to work out one muscle group per day. I like to take my time with it, especially larger muscle groups like chest or back. They really shouldn't be combined with another muscle other than maybe an arm. So if people do like chest, shoulder, triceps in order to hit everything twice, it's kind of difficult unless you really reduce your sets and go for like maximum, overload. And I just prefer to focus on the one muscle group. I can get it done faster, and I rather just go more often. And I don't think with the right intensity you necessarily have to hit the muscle twice a week. Obviously, it works for me, but everyone's different. So you got to find out what works for you. So either way, I prefer to get in and out of gym quick. Usually can do any muscle group between 40 minutes to an hour or less. 40 to 45 minutes is all it takes for me to effectively work out any muscle group, whether it's chest, shoulders, legs, whatever. I don't take gigantic breaks in between sets unless I'm trying to lift heavy for the first 2 or 3 muscle building exercises, like a bench. Might take a minute and a half or two in between sets, 4 or 5 sets, but usually I take anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute and a half, nothing longer than that. So I'm trying to get done, fairly quick, because to me it's all about efficiency. I don't really need to hang out in the gym for a couple hours. I do cardio after and in the mornings, obviously on an empty stomach, because I'm trying to get leaned out right now, but that's a whole different thing. Top 3 exercises for shoulders. Definitely either a Smith machine overhead press, dumbbell press preferred because it's a little bit more of a stretch. I definitely do those. Then for sure, you got to do lateral raises, like side raises, and you got to do something for the rear delts. Either you're going to do like a reverse pec deck, or I prefer like the crossover cables. Like that will be my 3 go-to for shoulder for sure. So some kind of mass building exercise, which is going to be the dumbbell press with a nice form, really deep stretch, it's all the way up, all the way down. And the dumbbell's a little bit better to do the right form because you don't get so much front delt activation. So the front delt is pretty much, you don't really have to work that out. And there's barely anyone that doesn't have good front delts because you engage them in chest press, you engage them pretty much anywhere. So you don't really have to do specific exercises for front delt. You want to focus on the side delt and the rear delt. So, and some shrugs, maybe I like to do shrugs just to get the traps involved. I usually do that along with shoulders, but those are pretty much my 3 shoulder exercises. But yeah, good question. And shoulder is one of my favorite workouts. So I like to work out shoulders. It's enjoyable to me. Shoulders, like I said, shoulders I like, chest I like, arms I like. I hate legs. Like I can't stand it. It's really something that I've never loved. I didn't have a passion for it. It's just it's one of those necessity things you just do, but I don't enjoy it. So, but I do like shoulders and I do like chest. Back is another huge part. It's all right, but I prefer shoulders. No, I'm not an AI, not yet. I said earlier, TRT is between like around 200 milligrams a week. It's really all it takes to keep your levels in a decent amount. Yes, man, appreciate it. This one is good. I can't stop eating it. Right now, I'm starting to stay super lean. Man, I know what the lighting is like in here, so I really can't see everything, but I'm eating by like maybe 2,000 calories a day, 2,200. Usually I eat about 3,000, but right now I'm trying to cut a little bit. So I'm doing extra cardio, and tomorrow I'm going to start carb depleting because I have a weigh-in on Thursday, so I'm trying to get to like 10% of body fat or less without losing too much muscle. So uh, do another cardio session after this, along with some arms later. I recommend for everyone that wants to stay in shape, be in calorie deficit by doing at least 150 minutes of cardio a week, or 30 minutes a day. Oh, no shows right now. Right now, I'm just trying to get to like maybe 9 to 10% body fat. I'm pretty close there, and then just kind of maintain that. So if I do want to do something, I don't have to kill myself doing it. I was never someone that really does this crazy bulk stuff, like where they put on like 30 or 40 pounds in order to put on extra size because it's just not necessary. First of all, I don't need it. And I don't believe in, crazy bulking because it's all body fat you got to take off again later. So it's just no point. I don't believe in any diets. I don't think any specific diet is good. To me, the only diet I care about is a diet that's balanced with 1 gram per pound of protein. So I weigh between 180 to 200 off and on. So I eat 200 grams of protein a day and a certain calorie goal. I don't care about the rest. You can do really well with just meat, but these are all temporary things. All this stuff, paleo, keto, vegan, this, that. People try to use these diets as a new way to shortcut something when there is no shortcut for it. There is no shortcut. There is only staying in a caloric deficit to lose weight. In being in a caloric surplus, you're going to put on weight. That's just how it is. Doesn't matter what you eat, whether it's donuts, ice cream, chicken, whatever. Doesn't matter. Now, are there better foods for you than others? Is it better to eat 1,000 calories worth of chicken than 1,000 calories worth of donuts? Yeah. You have more food to eat? Yeah. Does your body care? Not really. Only cares that he eats 1,000 calories. So the only thing that really works long term, just like anything in life, is consistency of eating healthy, like small meals every 2 to 3 hours, high protein, decent carbs and fats, and hitting your calorie goal. That's what works long term. And what I usually do is I try to be pretty close to perfect Monday to Friday. And then if I do want to have a cheat meal on a Saturday or Sunday or here and there, then it doesn't affect me because I'm already, for the majority of the time, I'm perfect. I'm putting in my cardio, putting in my workouts. I'm eating perfect. I weigh out my foods. I go through all that extra shit. So if I want to eat some bad meal, whether it's a Big Mac or a pizza or whatever, it doesn't even affect me. But if I eat a pizza every day or have a drink every day, yeah, that doesn't work. But yeah, forget about all these diets, vegan, paleo, this, carnivore, that. I don't care. I eat high quality protein in form of either ground beef, ground turkey, chicken, fish, whatever. And for carbs, I eat pasta and rice and potatoes. Yeah, potatoes are better than rice and they're better than pasta, but it's all about measuring and whatever you want to do. For me, food is just fuel. I don't eat for taste. I eat for taste when I'm out of town, when I go to a restaurant, when I'm on vacation. Rest of the time, I focus on building my body and staying fit. I don't care about the rest. So that's how I see it. All these people trying to take Ozempic to lose weight, and then they lose 20 pounds for a drug that's not even supposed to be for weight loss, it's supposed to be for diabetics. Then they get off of it and eat normal again, put the shit right back on. The same way as somebody restricts the calories too hard, loses 10 pounds, starts eating normal again, puts the weight right back. Doesn't work, man. Only works is consistency and healthy lifestyle. I mean, trust me, every fitness influencer that you see here, whether it's on TikTok or on Instagram, it has a shredded six pack, and guarantee you they're doing the same thing I'm doing. They're getting up in the morning, doing cardio for 45 minutes, first thing in the morning. They're eating perfect meals pretty much 99% of the time. And why do they look like that? Whether they're on steroids or not, doesn't matter. That's what it takes. Protein powder, I recommend one that's at least third party tested. So you want one that you can trust. Very popular brand, the Optimum Nutrition. This one is third party tested. So whatever is on the label is going to be accurate, even though most big company ones are. So you can pretty much trust this. Wouldn't necessarily go to Walmart and buy one of their shelf brands, but any of the popular brands, including this one that's been around for a long time, is definitely good. What I use though, if I'm really trying to be strict and get the highest form of quality protein, I would go with something like isolate from Isopure, which this one, it's literally just protein. Like there isn't any fillers in there. There are zero carbs in here. There's zero everything. It's just 25 grams of protein for a scoop of 100 calories. Now this one has 120 calories because it's got some artificial stuff in it. It's got some carbs. It's got 1.5 grams of carbs. It's got 1 gram of fat. This one is completely zero. It's just pure protein. Now, does it taste as good as this one? No. But if you're mixing it with milk or just gulping it down and you want the best quality protein for whatever reason, depending on what mission you're on, yeah, I'm using that next week because I'm cutting out the carbs. So I'm taking 2 scoops of these a day because I pretty much have no carbs. So, and this one has carbs, so I'm not using it. But overall, very good flavor. They have tons of different flavors. You can trust this brand. It's not expensive. Get on Amazon. But if you want something that's pure protein, Isopure, no carbs. So yeah, there you go. Still eating on this Enerbar too. I'm gonna do an extra hour of cardio. But I can't say enough about this damn legendary thing. I'm gonna go tomorrow and buy a box of these because it's gonna be my all-time new meal replacement. 200 calories. They must be lying. 9 grams of fiber. That's a lot. Eat food full of fiber. Fiber keeps you full. Even like, I can give you guys a hack. I don't know if you guys, the ones that are serious about meal prepping or serious about keeping up a diet, staying full, staying consistent, instead of rice or even potatoes or pasta, I don't think I have any right now, but there are a couple of wraps out there. Either you get like the Mission burritos or some tortillas, or low carb ones, carb counter or whatever they're called. They usually have around 60 calories or 70 calories, but they have like 9 or more grams of fiber. So you could basically eat 2 of those wraps, like tortilla wraps, or just tortillas, 2 of them, they have less calories than a cup of rice, and you can put 2 wraps, put your chicken in, your lettuce or whatever else, like a couple of things inside, vegetables. You can eat those wraps and they have less calories than 1 cup of rice, and you get 12 or 15 grams of fiber, which keeps you full. So not only you have more food to eat, which is better for you. So yeah, so the wraps are a great alternative carb source, and they're not expensive either. And there's even one called Joseph Lavish Flatbread. It's sort of a square one. I've featured it before in some of my cooking videos when I make my pizza with it, my high protein pizza, and the whole sheet is like a square sheet like this, and only has 120 calories for the whole thing. You can literally make 2 huge wraps out of this. You can put some cucumbers in there, some vegetables, some lettuce, and you can make gigantic wraps with like 4 or 5 grams of chicken breast. You're looking at 2 gigantic wraps, probably under 600 calories. Like amazing. Like you guys have cravings, or you guys want like I said, more food with fiber in it, I definitely recommend the wraps. Yeah, get you guys some of the low carb tortilla wraps or the Joseph Lavish. You can do a bunch of stuff with it. I make a high protein pizza with it, just with tomato sauce or pizza sauce, fat free mozzarella cheese, put some turkey pepperoni on it. The whole pizza, and it's on my channel. If you guys want the recipe, you can DM me. It's basically around 500 calories with, I think, about 80 grams of protein or more. So it's pretty crazy, and it tastes really good. So there's a lot of things you can do by just substituting fat-free, adding a lot of Greek yogurt and dressing, and eating it in general. I have a bunch of meals that I make with Greek yogurt as the ingredient because it's super high in protein, super low in calories. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with just changing up the food. And unfortunately, I can't give a peg pop tutorial because you need to have enough pegs in order to make them pop. So it's more like a, you have it, you can move it kind of thing. So it's not really something you can learn. You either have it or you don't. It's more something like that. I question all the time, but it's not really technique. It's just having it. Yeah, right. I kind of like this thing with the that follows me around. I'm not using it now because otherwise it's going to keep constantly. But if you're doing like a cooking video, I did last time, and it follows you around the kitchen, this thing is pretty cool. What I'm on right now. Diet breaks. I don't know what you mean by that. Like having like sort of a carb loading week, or like what do you mean? Like taking time off the diet and eating normal and then going back on it, or what do you mean by that? Well, I mean, that's what most people struggle with, right? Is the discipline. I mean, you got to just really want it. It's willpower. I mean, you want to look good. You want to look above average. Do you want to have self confidence? The best tip I can give you is hire a coach. I mean, to be honest, when I'm doing a competition, even though I've been working out for 30 years, I know exactly what I'm doing. I still hire a coach and pay him to keep me accountable, to keep me honest, to see it from a different perspective. Maybe he has some other ideas on how to adjust the diet that I'm not seeing. So the same goes for the average person. They should work with either an online coach like me or a personal trainer at the gym, because when you invest money into something, you're more serious about it, and you just need that accountability. So what better investment than into yourself? So people that struggle with it, I'd get a coach, to be honest. It's like you can learn something, you can go to school, get a degree. You got to go listen to the teacher. You got to spend the money. It's just how it works. I got to put this Anabar away because I don't keep snacking on it. This Anabar is pretty good. But like I said, not the best macros, but super tasty. Okay, this guy's got to go. What? Count. You don't have any of those trolls. Some people have just nothing else to do other than say stupid shit. No, I'm definitely not Cameron. Thanks. I already have a son. It's enough trouble for me already. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed some of the reviews of those protein bars. If you guys are into those, again, try to get your hands on some of this legendary stuff. Super awesome, high fiber, low calorie, high protein stuff. So yeah, this is excellent. Um, I can't get over it, man. I can't get over the 200 calories versus like almost 300 calories for this Builder's bar, which is not bad tasting, but compared to 200 with the same amount of protein for just the amount of food and the way it tastes, it's incredible. So anyway, I'm super happy with this new discovery of this legendary. This Think bar is not terrible. Still wouldn't buy it though. The only one, like I said, I recommend is the Legendary, the Builder's Bar, the Anabar. All the other ones taste like crap. Not worth the calories, not worth the money. Might as well just eat a freaking Snickers or Tic Tac. I mean, what do you call it? Kit Kat or whatever. It's the same freaking amount of calories. You might not have the protein, but at least it tastes better. So if you're eating a protein bar, then at least it should be having decent macros and it should taste good. So otherwise, it's just too many choices. So there you have it. I gotta probably go back live again later after my cardio or during my cardio. So I gotta hit some arms, do another cardio session, maybe take another walk since I have to work off all these wasted calories from all this taste testing over here. But let me know if you guys like this type of content. Send me a DM here, send me a DM on Instagram, follow me here, follow me on Instagram. The link is in the bio. I'll follow people back. I really appreciate everyone, and stay tuned for the next live.